10 years ago, when I visited Dharavi for the first time with my future business partner, Chris Way, people shouted at me, "What are you doing? Why you are here? Take him to Gateway of India or Malabar Hills." It was a good question because we ourselves were there just out of curiosity and we weren't prepared what we would discover. I am a farmer's son. When I was 13, I came to Mumbai from Karnataka. And I used to work during the day in cafeterias and restaurants, and I studied in the night schools. In 2002, when I was working in a small restaurant in Colaba, I saw Chris with his friends. In fact, I had to take his order because I was the only one who spoke little English. I took his order and I asked the guy to give what they wanted. And I left from there thinking I would never meet them again. And next day, when I was playing cricket in Oval Maidan, I saw a foreigner watching us. And I asked him to join us. And then I realized I have seen this guy somewhere. And I asked him, "Hey, have you been to a small restaurant last night?" And he said, "Yes." I said, "Wow, that's nice. I took your order last night." That's where our friendship started and this journey began. In 2005, when Chris was in Brazil, he took a slum tour there. And he told me about it and said, "I've been to this kind of tours in Brazil. Why can't we do something similar in Mumbai and use the profit back to the community?" When he said, I was not really happy with this idea because I was thinking Dharavi is very dangerous to go. I spoke to a lot of my friends about it, and they laughed at us. "You and Chris gone crazy. What are you talking about? If you go to Dharavi, you will never come out of it." So, Chris had some idea about it. He was reading a book about Dharavi at that time, and he said there are a lot of industries going on. And I said, "Okay, let's go and see what exactly it is." After walking around Dharavi for 2-3 hours, we were sitting in a small tea shop in Dharavi, and I told Chris, "We must do the tours here." Because the amount of industry in Dharavi, the sense of community, which completely surprised me. I had completely very wrong image, wrong idea of Dharavi. This image comes from my geography book from the 5th grade, which says Dharavi is largest open dirty place in Asia. And our teacher even couldn't tell us where Dharavi was. I was thinking Dharavi is somewhere in Asia, not in India, because I'm from a small farming, beautiful village. I was thinking whole India is like my village. So, same time, we saw various other issues also in Dharavi. Poor working condition, poor infrastructure, electricity wires hanging everywhere, children playing on the garbage, unsafe drinking water. So we thought, yes, we should do the tours to raise awareness about these issues and use the profit back to help with some of these issues. And we realized education is an area where we could help. Because a lot of issues which we saw because of quality, because of lack of quality education. And children are the future. And giving them quality education is how we can make some change in India. So we decided to do the tours with two main goals. One, to change the negative images of Dharavi and slum in general. Second, to raise money for community development projects. After that, I went to Dharavi almost every day for more than a month, walking into those narrow alleys of the residential areas, telling people about this concept, meeting the people who have businesses there. And I learned so many amazing things about Dharavi. For example, recycling. 80% of Mumbai's garbage is recycled in Dharavi. And I saw all these various process of recycling, from the collection of plastic to making new product out of it. And machine making factories. There are many factories who make machines for themselves to use in Dharavi and also for outside Dharavi, which machine produced there goes all over India and even outside as well. Garment industries. There are thousands of garment industries are there. And the stuff which is made there, even exported outside the country. Leather industry, which is one of the profitable and big industry in Dharavi. And Dharavi produces leather products which goes all over the world. How many of you eat papad or kari or pav? There are so many bakeries in Dharavi who make kari and hundreds of women who make papad. And Kumbharwada, which is one of the oldest community based in Dharavi, and they make clay pots. The stuff which is made there goes all over India and even abroad. For example, diyas for Diwali festival. For me, convincing people of Dharavi with this kind of project, this idea, was biggest challenge. And I overcame with this challenge by explaining them. Even though when the tour is started, people are passing comments, around us. When they do that, I stop and explain them why we are here. For example, when I was leading a tour once, a guy in the commercial area, he just called me to him and said, if you come back again, I will beat you, and also the people who are with you. I didn't say much to him because he really looked kind of aggressive, angry. I just said, thank you, brother, and I left from there. But after the tour finished, I came back to the same place, met the guy, and I asked him, why you wanted to beat me and the people who are with me? And he said, I saw you many times here walking around. Now you started to bring a lot of people into Dharavi, and especially these foreigners. These people, they will come, they'll take photos and go back to their country and say, this is poor India, hungry India. and I asked him one question there. Brother, are you poor? Are you hungry? And he said, what are you talking about? Go see my factory, go inside, see how many people are working. You don't know there are so many things happening in this area? I said, exactly. That's what I was trying to tell them. I was trying to show them. And at that time, he held my hand and said, I'm so sorry. Next time, when you come with these foreigners, he said that only, take them into my shop. Take them inside and show them what's going on, no problem. And now, Mohammed Bhai, the same, he's my best friend. Slowly, more and more people started to come on the tour. But when Lonely Planet author, he came on the tour and he was so impressed and he wrote about us in their guidebook. And after that, this concept, our tour became very popular. And now, our company, Reality Tours and Travel, which is one of the top companies in Mumbai, and we do various other type of tours in the city as well. Initially, this tour was very, famous, popular with only Westerners. Indians are not very, interested with this because they had the similar image which I had before. But since past few years, many Indians also coming on our tour, especially a lot of school groups, which is great, but we still would like to have more locals to come on the tour and see this amazing side of Dharavi. Later this year, we will celebrate our 10 years anniversary. Over these years, we learned a lot, we grew a lot, and we think we are making progress on our original 2 goals. Our first goal was to change the image towards Dharavi and slum in general. 86% of our visitors say that their opinion towards the slum is changed. And 11% say they already had an accurate opinion about it. Residents are more comfortable now with the tourists coming inside Dharavi, and now they know why they are here. And it also increased the pride of the people who live in Dharavi. For example, earlier, a lot of my friends, when they used to go for job interviews or something, they would never say that they live in Dharavi. They used to say, I live in Matunga, I live in Sion or Mahim. These are the railway stations around. Now they're more open to say that they live in Dharavi because Dharavi's image is changing from a largest open dirty place to a place filled with entrepreneurship, industry, and strong sense of community. Our second goal was to raise funds, raise money for community development projects. With the tours, so far, we have raised over 8 million rupees. To support various programs which we run through our own NGO, Reality Gives, and to support other NGOs in Dharavi. We also do additional fundraising for the NGOs which we support. Often we fundraise for an organization which provides hearing aids for the children. Donations from our supporters, our visitors, so far purchased 27 hearing aids for the children in Dharavi. Our tours also inspires people to come to Dharavi. We encourage them to start their own program through us or their own NGOs. Library in our community center in Dharavi, cricket program, dance and drama classes, and barefoot acupuncture clinic, which is a great example actually. A guy from Belgium, Walter Fischer, he saw a small board outside our Colaba office which says Slum Tour. He was a bit upset with this, a bit kind of, confused that some people are showing slums. He wanted to check it out. He came on our tour, and he was so impressed. And after a few years, he came back to India, to Dharavi, and started his own barefoot acupuncture clinic, which is very successful. And we needed something like that in Dharavi, because we have a lot of physical labor happening in Dharavi because of all these industries. Overall, we have been able to work with more than 2,500 community members so far. In future, we would like to visit more cities in India with the same model and help other NGOs if they would like to start the similar projects. We recently moved to Delhi, and we are working in a slum there called Sanjay Colony. We also consulted with the Smoky Tours in Manila, who runs similar project. We are running all our tours since almost 10 years now to try and build understanding towards underprivileged communities. But understanding alone doesn't bring change. It's what we do with that understanding that matters. Thank you very much.